Visualization is a very important tool in an athlete's toolkit. But how do we actually go about visualizing? What's the right technique? That's what we're going to talk about here, as well as how we can actually use it to achieve our goals. So, in terms of the technique, remember that if you're visualizing, the idea is to make it as realistic as possible. You want to feel like you're actually there in the moment. So, make sure that you're using all your senses. We call it visualization, but we're not just looking at what you can see. Also, focus on what you'll be able to hear in that time, the wind and how it will feel on your face, the kind of clothes that you're wearing, how the ground feels at your feet. If you're able to use all these senses, sight, sound, touch, that's going to give you a more realistic perception, and that's when visualization is actually going to be the most effective. Now, what are the different ways? What are the different purposes for which we can use visualization? The most commonly used one is to build our confidence. So you can actually visualize yourself not necessarily standing on the podium, but also playing your winning game. How it is that you have conducted yourself, how you have walked in, the way that your body language is, how confident and sure of yourself you're feeling, the way that you're playing absolutely smoothly, the way that you're running, moving. An interesting technique that we often use is also thinking of yourself like a metaphor, maybe an animal, maybe a cheetah that's taking its guard, ready to chase and pounce on its prey. The second way in which visualization can help is it can actually help us practice a skill. So, one skill you can practice maybe 50 times, 100 times, but after that, your muscles may start to tire out. So, even when you're relaxing, even when you're resting, if you use visualization to practice the same kind of skill, that will actually mean 50 or 100 extra repetitions that you would have done to help you master the skill. It also helps us recover from injury if we've not been playing for a little while. Using visualization can also help us prepare for something that we've not been a part of before. So, going into this big game, if you've not experienced a tournament like this, think about what all will happen. Think about the kind of stadium it will be, the colors, the weather. Try and factor all of those things in so that you can prepare for what it's going to feel like. You can also use it to prepare for things that may be unexpected, sometimes things that may not go according to plan if someone does something that we're not prepared for. If we can look at different examples and how we would actually cope with that, that's another effective strategy. And lastly, visualization can be used to help us relax in a very short frame of time. So, if you want to imagine yourself in the mountains, if you want to imagine yourself in the greens, a stream flowing nearby, or the sea and the waves moving, you can also imagine yourself in your hometown feeling comfortable, feeling safe and relaxed. Remember, visualization is a skill. Just like we train our technique physically, we also need to train our mind to be able to achieve its best.